and my fellow completers. Ladies and gentlemen, mabuhay! Ad astra per aspera, meaning to the stars through hardships. In a way, this phrase embodies our entire journey as junior high school students. It symbolizes the endeavors we've made towards greatness, as well as the setbacks we've experienced along the way. These setbacks are what make or break us. But it takes true resilience to realize that over time, we can always bounce back from every setback we face. To my fellow batchmates, I think it's as good a time as any to say, we made it. We've gone through a lot together, and I'm certain I speak for all of us here when I say that these past 4 years were a struggle. Of course, our grade 7 days turned out to be as normal as one would expect. Don't get me wrong, it was difficult, but it's what we can call a standard Messiah experience. We've all had our fair share of memories back in grade 7. Some good, some bad. Unfortunately for us though, everything that we remember in our first year as Messiahs sadly became our only memories of a normal junior high school experience. As we all know, the pandemic struck as grade 7 was nearing its conclusion, and we all had to experience a transition period in grade 8, which definitely took a toll on all of our mental and emotional states. We all had to adapt to a new lifestyle, and it couldn't have been easy for any of us. In spite of all this, we were able to overcome the difficulties of junior high school. We managed to persevere through thick and thin. Above all, we remained resilient. And our being here is proof of that. The pandemic was and always will be a tragedy, but we managed to carry on. Everything that we've learned and experienced these past 4 years has ultimately molded us into the people we are today. I'm certain that throughout the pandemic, we've all learned to be resilient in one way or another. Whether it may be by choice or instinct, we still kept on going, despite the difficulties that we faced. Personally, my path toward resilience primarily stems from my experiences with math contests. No doubt, being a contestant for over 7 years comes with a lot of challenges, but these have proven to be transformative for me. Over the years, I've come to learn a lot of things, but contrary to popular belief, it's not all formulas and techniques. It's actually much more than that. It's more so what I have learned from all the hardships and failures that I have encountered in my life. Of course, all of us aspire to achieve something great, perhaps a goal worth fighting for, an accomplishment we can be proud of. Needless to say, our goals are never without their hurdles, but these hurdles are what teach us to be resilient. In my case, I wouldn't consider my past self to be resilient toward failure. Back then, I took my goals for granted, mostly because I believed that I was incapable of achieving what I had now accomplished. However, that all changed when I had that moment. In fact, we've all had that moment, at least once in our lives, when you feel as if you're not really living up to your true potential. For most of us, this exact moment is what helps us realize that perhaps our goals really are worth fighting for. Naturally, people act upon this realization, so I did what I could do to improve myself. I went the extra mile, and I studied harder than I ever did in my entire life. The goal that I had set for myself years ago suddenly seemed attainable. So when the time came, I felt prepared, and of course, I gave it my all. But to no avail. Failure is inevitable. It takes a lot of time to recover when things get difficult. And once enough time has passed, that is when acceptance comes into play. Acceptance is when you're finally able to acknowledge that things won't always go your way and that there will always be inevitabilities in life. Once I realized that fact, I carried on. I didn't let that experience consume me. Rather, I just pushed myself to become much better than I was before. In fact, we all should, as we slowly but surely live up to the potential we see in ourselves. This is what I believe to be true resilience. As we reflect upon the challenges we've conquered in our 4 year journey, let us take this opportunity to thank those who have helped us along the way. To our school principal, who leads with passion and determination, we express our heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering dedication to our school community. To those who guide us beyond the bounds of the online classroom, thank you for continuously working behind the scenes. To our dear teachers, our beacons of inspiration, who gave their all in tempering our minds and molding our ideas. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to learn and grow under your guidance. And lastly, to our parents and guardians, our pillars of hope. Thank you for your unconditional love, support, and guidance throughout our lives. Your presence has been a constant source of strength and motivation, nurturing and shaping us into who we are today. Thank you all for your support. We wouldn't be where we are now if it weren't for you.